Hello Motor Rider World fans, and we're still at Motorcycle Live 2024 here in Birmingham in the UK, and we're going to have a look at the Triumph stand now. And this is the TF 450 RC, Ricky Carmichael. Like the little touches, the autograph there, of course Ricky Carmichael, one of the most biggest names in motocross, involved very much from the start of this project. Good to see this all nice and dirty from Ricky Carmichael riding it. So entering into the motocross world, it's a big step for Triumph, a brand like Triumph, to get into, and you can't really take too much from a success ratio point of view, but it's good to see another manufacturer dip into the motocross scene. Let's see how that works out. This is the all-new Tiger Sport 800. Of course, they've had the 660 version of that and now released the bigger 800cc version. Again, as I said with KTM, are there just too many models on the market? Is there too much product for a shrinking motorcycle market worldwide? The Chinese product certainly getting a lot more attention. Product is a lot better. It's not like 10, 15 years ago where you didn't touch a Chinese made motorcycle. These days, it's a good product. So that's certainly impacting the likes of Triumph and KTM in terms of sales, because they've been taken more seriously. But Triumph's still got a fantastic product. They're brilliant to ride. I've always been a huge fan of the triple engine, always been a huge fan of Triumph, but I think another manufacturer that's just struggling a little bit in terms of overall sales, and it might be just because they've really spread out their range and they're just trying to keep up with it all. But that's the Trident 660, the new one. There's been some updates to that for 2025, all new Speed Twin 1200 RS. These bikes do well because it's got that nice heritage, retro, modern day classic feel to them. I think that's where Triumph really have got the market sussed at the moment with that. New Speed Twin 900. We move further down. New Speed Twin 1200. I like the different kind of graphics and good looking motorcycles. From what I hear, they're enjoyable to ride. Very traditional motorcycle riders are buying it. Certainly got its target market. Not really a massive attraction to younger generation riders, so that might be the only massive concern for Triumph. Is they're looking after, which is the motorcycle market at the moment, that 40-year-old and above demographic. So we have to wait and see if they can keep up with all these models in the sale world. Of course, the Scrambler 400X, that's been a great addition into the Triumph brand. Haven't ridden one, to be honest, but again, reading the reports and that, a lot of journalists saying they love it. A lot of real world owners, though, saying they enjoy the ride. Is a bit of technical gremlins that are starting to come in and build quality issues with them. So again, it's what you can take from the general media and general owners. But yeah, Triumph certainly do have a wide variety of models, pretty much the same model like KTM, the same model, just in different variants, Rs, RSs, fully dressed up, slightly less dressed. Speed Triple 1200, love this motorcycle, absolute joy to ride. This is an underrated motorcycle for me. I tested it a few years ago back in South Africa, the Speed Triple 1200 RR, love the look of it, love how it rides. It's a fantastic piece of kit. I'm a big fan of the look of it, to be honest. I know it's one of those Marmite bikes, but carbon fiber in all the right places and just a great looking machine. Big talking point is, of course, the Rocket. This is the Rocket 3 Storm R. This is the Evel Knievel version that they've just released, obviously paying homage to Evel Knievel himself. Like the little attention to detail. Rocket, a fantastic bike again to ride. I've test ridden one of them. Practicality for everyday ownership, I think, could be a bit of an issue, but certainly a great motorcycle to ride. And certainly in this, I love the attention to detail. Only 500 being made, and certainly fully dressed to impress, as I said in the review that I did on it a couple of years ago. So that's a nice bike to see for the first time in the flesh for me. This is the Daytona 660. Again, it's got Marmite reviews because I'm the traditional original Daytona 660 racer. I've had most of my success in motorcycle racing was on a Triumph Daytona 675 that I raced in the South African Supersport Championship. Won races there and finished third in the championship. So I loved the original Daytona. You know, a lot of people saying that Triumph did the Daytona name a disservice with a 660. It races in the sport bike class here in the UK and won the championship there. But is it a real all-out performance as the Daytona 675 was? No, it's got a bit more practicality to it, a bit more everyday, you know, urban commute to it. Haven't ridden one, so I can't give you the full story on it. But again, it's just what you see and hear from the public. That is it worthy of the Daytona name? It certainly proved itself on the racetrack by winning in that class. You know, and that category is ever growing. You know, with the likes of the Daytona and the Suzuki 8R coming. So let's see if Triumph are going to produce a 900 version of that to rival the Yamaha R9, KTM's 990, and go racing in World Supersport. Of course, they've still got the 765 Street Triple, which is somewhere here. Very crowded, as you can see, which is great. Great to see so many people still interested in the motorcycle industry, but they've still got the 765 Street Triple, which is based on the Moto2 bike that is raced in the Moto2 World Championship with the engine, but they're converted back into Daytona styles for racing in local championships. So let's see if they will up that to a 900 to go World Supersport racing. Rally Pro, liking this new color. It's like almost like a bronzy kind of color. Again, this is from what I hear from owners. Great bike to own, but is it good enough to rival the likes of BMW and KTM? It depends who you speak to, I suppose. Having ridden them, they all do what they say on the tin. They tick every box in many ways. It's just what your preference is, really. But I certainly think lacking in some ways and better in some ways. So again, it's just, you know, how you perceive it and what you want and what you're looking for in terms of price point and overall kind of ride experience. £14,400 for the Tiger 900 Rally Pro. Again, there's the 800, the new 800 getting a lot of attention. There's the 660 version, it's getting a lot of attention. Nice and busy, lovely to see it so busy. Tiger 1200 Rally Explorer, and just like the KTM stand, is there just too many models? You know, is that a problem? Is it just too many models? This is like a Call of Duty Black Ops with the Triumph MX bike. This is the 250X, so this is the production version, £9,700. Said a big leap into the MX world, but doing it so far, really love this. Love this, all goldened out there, love to see that. That's a really trick piece of kit, looks fantastic. Listen, at the end of the a motocross bike looks like a motocross bike to me. They just have different colours on, they all get that kind of same aesthetics, and that we showed you the Ducati motocross bike for the first time. This is the 450, £10,600. And if you look at Stark Varg, I mean, they're coming in the UK here at that between 10 and 12,000 pound entry point. It's becoming a very competitive market now, one that KTM owned for so long, and they've certainly lost a little bit of market share there with the likes of Stark Varg, Triumph, Ducati coming into it now, Husqvarna within their own brand. So yeah, again, it's the same question that I ask: is there too much product for a shrinking market? There's just too many good brands out there. So you look at EICMA, which I sadly wasn't able to get to, but a lot of people I spoke to said there's so many good Chinese and other brands never heard of before, but their product, you know, typical Chinese, they replicate a lot of things, but they do it well, they do it a lot better than they used to, and the price point is right, and it's becoming all about price these days. It's a rat race to price war. So try and squeeze through. Yeah, there we go. A couple of more rockets. Very nice stand. Good to see the Triumph stand nice and busy, as I said. Rocket 3s. There's a 765 Street Triple. Lovely bike as well. Fantastic to ride. We've tested it, given it the double thumbs up. As I said, you can see it in the race application as well. And then some of the heritage and modern day street classics. This is an Elvis Presley one. Like the look of that. Nice attention to detail. Bonneville 1200. Elvis Presley modern classics. So yeah, that is the Triumph stand. Let's go have a look at some more manufacturers here at Motorcycle Life 2024.